So you people do know how you should behave. Tan Wei-chi laughed coldly. Then kneel down and apologize. We can apologize, but we will definitely not kneel. Li Hao forced out through gritted teeth. This was his greatest concession, and if it was not because of Zhu Shuiyi, he would rather fight to the death. A dark expression flickered across Tan Wei-chi's face. He had already opened his mouth, yet this brat actually dared to refuse him? Indeed, he did not dare to kill anyone. No one would dare to commit murder in the Imperial City, though a fight was still fine. Even if he severely injured his opponent with the power of the Tang clan behind him, things would still be easily smoothed over. Against a country bumpkin like this, one look at this guy and he knew that the former did not have any particularly important background. So what if he bullied and oppressed this country bumpkin? You're only seeking your own suffering like this. Tan Wei-chi humphed, and the aura of an elite warrior in the 9th layer of element-gathering tier swept out, pressing down on Li Hao. Li Hao gritted his teeth and forced himself to face this pressure head-on, yet veins were continuously popping up on his forehead. This pressure was indeed too heavy. Hey, it's all right if you don't want to kneel. As long as you let your girlfriend remove all her clothes and give us a dance. We are all forgiving people here, and will give you a way out, Kong Wenhui said with a snicker. Zhu Shuiyi shuddered. She did want to help Li Hao resolve the issue, but if she really did take off her clothes in public, how would she be able to face Li Hao in future? Oh, so you guys enjoy watching someone naked dance so much? Ling Han spoke up, a cool expression on his face. He was now angry. When he befriended someone, he would not care whether that the person was strong or weak or what kind of background they came from. They could not be stronger than how he had been in his last life anyways. Li Hao and Zhu Shuiyi had fought at his side quite a few times, so they could be considered to be old friends. A person like him. Very much covered for his own people. The only reason he had not interfered previously was just because he wanted to see to what extent these two people would be seeking their own death. Haha, I'm only interested in watching women dance naked, not men dancing naked. Even if you want to dance naked, I will not watch it. Kong Wenhui stared at Zhu Shuiyi. Though there were many such beauties of this level in the Imperial City, there were very few of them that were in Element Gathering tier, and any woman in Element Gathering tier in the Imperial City was not a character that he could meddle with. Thus, naturally, his heart was heated, and a powerful desire to conquer such a woman rose up within him. Just dance in the street like this. 1 hour of naked dancing, and I will consider this matter settled, Ling Han said calmly. Ha! 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 Tan Wei-chi and Kong Wenhui exchanged a glance, before erupting into raucous laughter. They were laughing so hard they were practically about to tear up. This was indeed a country bumpkin. He had to be used to being arrogant in a small place, and thought that this place was also his territory. Heng, this is the Imperial City. If a dragon came here, it would have to coil up. If a tiger came, it would have to lie on its stomach. Brat, you really are naive. Tan Wei-chi shook his head. I think he is more of an idiot, Kong Wenhui insulted. Big brother Ling, forget it. Let's just go, Zhu Shuiyi said in a low voice. The waters in the Imperial City were too deep. There were people in Gushing Spring and even spiritual ocean tier at every turn. Definitely not people that those who had come from small places like them could trifle with. You still think you can leave? Kong Wenhui wanted to sweep away his previous cowardly behavior, and because Tan Wei-chi was beside him, he said coldly, Didn't you hear me tell you to dance naked? I've changed my mind. Now all 3 of you are to dance naked. Let's go. Don't bother with them. Zhu Shuiyi and Li Hao both pulled on Ling Han's arm. They were very worried that Ling Han, with a young man's short temper, would come to blows with these two. They were local troublemakers of the Imperial City, after all. Who knows what kind of terrifying background these two came from. However, this was still the area under the direct jurisdiction of the Emperor. No matter what, they would not dare to really thrash students of Huyang Academy. Ling Han smiled and said, Where are we going? I made a promise with someone to meet inside here. He pointed at the Cherishing Flower Pavilion. Brag! Just continue to brag! Tan Wei-chi interrupted. Country bumpkin, do you know what kind of place this is? This is Cherishing Flower Pavilion. Without a high enough status, no matter how much money you have, you would still be unable to step into these doors. Li Hao and Zhu Shuiyi nodded internally. They have both heard of Cherishing Flower Pavilion. It was indeed a trademark of the imperial city and would only serve that particular group of people that were the highest on the social ladder. No matter how wealthy ordinary people were, they would not be able to enter within. But they would of course not expose Ling Han, though they both agreed that Ling Han must be acting stubborn. "That's right! Not even I have the privilege to enter!" Kong Wenhui exclaimed. Though the Kong clan was indeed very wealthy, but their strongest clansmen were only in Gushing Spring tier. If he wanted to enter into Cherishing Flower Pavilion, he would need to at least have the support of a spiritual ocean tier elite. "Country bumpkin, don't act stubborn anymore. Quickly take off your clothes and dance, then go back to your village to farm." He laughed loudly. Ling Han's eyes turned cold. He was now truly angered. Why is young Master Han standing outside?" It was at this moment that a melodious female voice was heard, and from within the Cherishing Flower Pavilion, a crimson-haired beauty walked out. Her figure was very shapely, and she had a captivating, hypnotizing beauty to her. It was the beauty that was always by the side of the third imperial prince. Her name was Ziyan. Yo! When Kong Wenhui's eyes fell upon her, his eyes lit up. How could he know that she was someone at the side of the third imperial prince? He thought that she was one of the female attendants of the Cherishing Flower Pavilion, and could not help but say foolishly, "Beauty, how much is it for a single night?" Hey, it's all right, even if the two of us share you, right? Price is no issue." The crimson-haired beauty's eyes instantly narrowed, and a dark, killing intent immediately emanated from her. "Pah!" Tan Weiqi's hand rose and fell, giving Kong Wenhui a heavy slap as he cursed. "Bastard! If you want to die, don't drag me along with you." He quickly bowed towards the crimson-haired beauty and said, "Greetings, Miss Ziyan." Kong Wenhui had no idea why he was slapped, but he was not an idiot. When he saw the drops of sweat covering Tan Weiqi's forehead, he could guess that this Miss Ziyan came from a formidable background that was at least greater than the Tan clan behind Tan Weiqi. Ziyan did not pay them any attention and turned towards Ling Han instead, asking with a sweet smile, "Young Master Han, do you have some kind of conflict with these two?" "Hiss!" Tan Weiqi had already been shivering due to fear in the first place, and now his heart tightened even further. When Ziyan called young Master Han the first time, he had not thought that she was addressing Ling Han because he did not know Ling Han's name. Furthermore, he did not think that a country bumpkin was worthy of being received personally by a favoured person of the third imperial prince, who even addressed him as young Master Han. Yet this time, Miss Ziyan was facing Ling Han directly and addressing him as such. "It's over! It's all over!" For even Miss Ziyan to be so respectful towards him, this was proof that this brat must have come from an overwhelmingly powerful background. Tan Weiqi only felt his whole body was ready to collapse and could not control his legs from shaking. He almost did not even have the energy left to remain standing. Kong Wenhui, on the other hand, was not so scared because he did not know who Ziyan was. As the saying goes, ignorance is bliss. Li Hao and Zhu Shuiyi were both shocked too. They did not know who this young woman was, but from the moment she appeared, she was able to force Tan Weiqi to lower his head, so she must have obviously come from a terrifying background. But even so, she still had to address Ling Han as young Master Han. Ling Han had only been in the imperial city for a few days, and he had already reached such a high level on the social ladder. Ling Han smiled faintly and said, "These two guys humiliated my friends." Ziyan's beautiful face instantly turned cold and swept her eyes over Tan Weiqi and Kong Wenhui. The aura of a gushing spring tier elite rolled out, causing the hearts of these two to beat like crazy, almost ready to pop out of their throats. "Are you not going to apologize to young Master Han and his friends?"